The Flying Goose CEO. We're midway through a series examining the difference between positionship and leadership, and in particular exploring the dynamic patterns that may indicate that you or someone else is using their position to achieve things rather than doing the hard work of actual leadership. We've looked at two such patterns, what I call the donut CEO, and then we looked at the sandwich CEO. Today is about the Flying Goose CEO. Now, a quick note on terminology. Throughout this series, for ease of understanding, we're using the acronym CEO, Chief Executive Officer, in the blog post titles and that opening paragraph only. All of the principles that I'm going to cover apply to what in predictable success terminology we refer to as the MSE, the most senior executive, which in context could refer to a CEO, but equally to a lead master, senior partner, head of a division, a department, a project, group, or team. So apply the principles to the MSE of whichever context you most work within. I'll use MSE in the rest of this post to make it clear. Here's what this pattern looks like. And in the blog post linked to below, you can see an image of the Flying Goose MSE's so-called org chart. For the Flying Goose MSE, MSE-ship is too cool a deal to waste on mere leadership. This is all about the position, baby. The Flying Goose MSE relishes the position, strives hard to get it, and once it's attained, milks it for all it's worth. To the Flying Goose MSE, managers aren't managers. They're an entourage. Meetings aren't meetings, they're performances. A strategic plan isn't a strategic plan. It's a movie script with them as the main character. Together with their acolyte manager group, the Flying Goose MSE forms an organizational version of a rat pack, hip in their own minds anyway, tight, bonded, and while everyone in the manager group gets their time in the sun, no one doubts who the main character is, the goose. Why this happens? There are really only two root causes that lead to a Flying Goose MSE. One, rampant ego, pure and simple. Two, too much success too soon. Occasionally, an otherwise adult MSE can have their head turned by achieving too much success too early in their career, which leads to the temporary onset of one, rampant ego. What happens as a result? Overspending, the office decoration, luxury travel, outrageous gifts, constant shift of focus from one shiny thing to another, a boys' club of inner sanctum favorites, using this as a gender-free expression, by the way, lacks monetary control and appropriate risk-taking. Most dangerous of all, the Flying Goose MSE will almost certainly develop an Icarus complex, leading to an eventual catastrophic meltdown. How to fix it? Just wait a while, and either the board will get tired and fire the goose, or he/she will blow up of their own accord. If it's a family business and the goose is a family member, either stage an intervention or start diversifying your portfolio. A self-awareness check. Given the nature of the Flying Goose's mindset, this positionship pattern is the hardest for the individual themselves to spot. That rampant ego brings with it a lot of blind spots. But if you felt a twinge while reading this post so far, try answering the following 10 questions honestly. And when you've answered all 10, check out the mini diagnosis beneath the quiz. And we've put a link to the quiz in the notes below.